Welcome everyone, Farmer Cop here. This is episode 7 of my gameplay on Chellington Valley. If this is what you're looking for, please stay tuned. Alright folks, welcome back to Chellington Valley. So episode 6 was in the form of a live stream, so if you don't like to watch replays of live streams or you missed it, we didn't get a whole lot done. We did a few contracts, so we did a contract on field 92 for sowing. We did one on 80 for sowing and 73 for sowing. And then we also did a contract on 14 for fertilizing, but it auto-completed, which I forgot that was an issue going on. So if you accept a fertilizer contract and don't borrow equipment, it should auto-complete it and just pay you, which is not what we want. We still pretended to fertilize it on live stream now, so regardless. And I should be able to... Okay, that one kept it active. Interesting. There it goes. It completed. Okay, so I'm going to take out the money for these. So 34.88. I'm going to write this down because I want to just clear them out of here if they're not going to work. But I don't want to get paid for something I'm not doing. So we'll collect. And then we'll just accept that. It'll auto-complete it. Yep, there we go. 30.57. So I'll take that out as well. Collect. And then we will accept. And it should auto-complete that for 2768. And oh, maybe not. Well, shoot, we'll go do it if it'll let us do it. But the other ones we'll take out. So 30.57. So this is one of the reasons why you have the easy development commands, is because you can work with this. So we'll take it minus 34.88 and minus the 30.57. So and we did go up quite a bit in money. We're up to 22 grand. We bought a couple more pallets of seeds. We still have plenty of seeds left, actually, about 3,600 liters worth. But so I think what we're going to do right off the bat, we're just going to pay 10 grand off the loans. We're down to 50,000 owing. But how is that contract still active? Okay, field 27. So I think I'm actually going to go fertilize it then. I mean, obviously I accepted the contract. That's right up the road, actually. So let's go. We'll test it out. I'll keep you guys in here for this. This tractor is actually all hooked up to our fertilizer spreader. But we'll go try to complete it. I'm hoping it's going to let us do it. We'll try to go out the back way here. I don't know if this tractor will be able to make it up that or not. We probably should lift up the spreader. It's so big that I had it lowered down, but going on this road, we might need it to have it lifted up a little bit. But yeah, so we didn't accomplish a whole lot. We just kind of chatted and did a couple of things, got a couple of things done around the farm. The chickens are still doing fine. Let me... Oh, you can do it. Come on. Come on now. Ooh, buddy. Yeah, you can do it. You got it. You got it. Yeah, there we go. Okay. Yeah, because field 27 is literally right there. So now I can lower this down probably again. There's the entrance to field 27. So we'll head up this way. If this lets us fertilize, that would be great. Is it still active? Awesome. Maybe it has to be just you have one on there. So anyhow, maybe save the biggest one. Gonna let us do it? Oh, look at that. Look at that. So I don't know what's up with that. That's kind of strange. It might just be that it lets you do the last one that's on there. And if that's the case, essentially, I guess what I'm gonna do is we'll fertilize this with you guys here, because this shouldn't take too long while we chat and do a couple of things. But I'm gonna just kind of fast forward into the next day, keeping track of the chickens, taking care of them. We're mid-spring right now. All our fields are good to go, so we're just basically waiting for the grass to kind of grow up. So we might do some grass work this episode. We'll kind of see. But I'll kind of fast forward. I still want to be knocking out contracts. Eventually we won't do contracts, but right now we need kind of the money. So we're still going to knock out contracts as we can. But next day I'll kind of see what contracts are there, and I'll just start with the lowest paying fertilized jobs and then get those cleared out. That way, in case they just pay out, then I'll just subtract the money out. But this one seems to be working the way it should. See, is it actually still? Yeah, we're making progress on it and everything. So that's interesting. No idea what's up with that. It could be a conflict of any sort of different nature, but we don't have a lot of mods we're running. I'm not going to add any mods in this episode. A few of you have left comments of mods that are available for all platforms that I should add in. And I really do appreciate that. I am going to definitely add some of those in. I'm just not going to do it this episode yet, but we should be just about done with this contract. Any second now. There we go. Go in there and collect. Look at that. We're down. We cleared them all out. So perfect. 2768 in the bank, which I think actually I feel comfortable with the amount of money we have in there. I feel comfortable paying off another 10 grand off the loan. So I know we only have 5 grand, but if we need more, we can always take it out. It's kind of like a line of credit, really, more than a loan, quite honestly. But yeah, so I think what I'm going to do is just kind of fast forward some time, and I'll see you guys on the next day here. But if we take a look, chickens are doing absolutely fantastic. They need a little bit of cleanup, maybe. So I might head in there. Oops. might head in there and do that before I fast forward to the next day. But otherwise, that's kind of what we got going on. So, and again, we have all that grass field and all this grass down there in that pasture area to mow. And I think we'll silage bale it would be my guess, which I don't think we own a silage wrapper. So let's take a look at that here in a second. Let's get down. Without hopefully crashing too bad. I should lift that up while I'm going down. Oh, that's going to raise our front end a little bit. Oh, no. Woo, buddy. All right, we hit something there. It's no big deal. Obviously, I wouldn't have normally done that on this tractor because this, I think, is a little bit too big, and I don't think we can get a front weight on this guy. But, yeah, so anyhow, and I'll have a few comments I want to mention probably as we go through, so I'll go over those in a little bit as well. But, yeah, we'll just park this guy, get this guy put away, and we'll take a look at some mowing stuff. So we have a mower, which is fine. That mower will work just perfect for what we got going on. I'll probably maybe even record a course for the part that doesn't have, like, an actual field dimension to it, but we might buy another mower, maybe not this year, maybe not yet. But if we go into the garage, so we have, I mean, we have the mower, we have the baler. So what we probably need to look at is how much is a wrapper going to cost? Just an individual wrapper. That one's expensive, 54 grand. I mean, we could always lease it, which is probably what we'll end up doing. But that one, 19 grand, that's not too bad. That's actually a lot more reasonable. Maybe we'll buy that one. Maybe buy the 19 grand. 22,000. We'll buy that one just because it's a newer piece of stuff there. Oh, multi. That's the multi ones, which we don't really need that. Is that a wrapper there? Oh, yeah, that's the Ursus that I think comes with the game. But that's the multi. Is that the multi? Axe wrapper wraps the bales of all grasses in foil so they can ferment into silage. Maybe we'll buy the multi. I think $8,200. I think that'll be worth it. We'll use it enough, so maybe we'll do that. And we'll probably lease a trailer to move. Well, actually, we might get some front loader forks and do it by hand. But yeah, so that's kind of the stuff I'm thinking about. I will. I'll go ahead and stand by for now, and I'll see if I can't take care of the chickens. Probably clean them up real quick, and then I'll bring you guys back in tomorrow, and we'll talk about some contracts. All right, everyone, welcome back in. So chickens are doing well. We have how many do we have now? 296. So we've almost gotten an extra 100 chickens. Which is great. So we're doing great on them. Yep, I just took care of everything. Water pump looks like it's going to run out. Please don't run out. Maybe it's because I was fast forwarding time. It's not able to fill up. I don't know. We'll just maybe go slow for a little bit. So we have some egg boxes here. This one should be the one that's not quite full. Yep, 92 in that one. So this one should have 150. Yep, and this one should also have 150. Sweet, okay. I'm just going to move the ones that have 150 over to here. Stack them up over there. That'll work. Like that. So beautiful. They're doing good. What I have noticed, they haven't used any straw. So the straw hasn't gone down at all. So might just have a straw bale up there. But yeah, get them closed up. So the reason I brought you guys back in, I haven't found any contracts. As you notice, it is late spring now. Or day 5 late spring, so first day of late spring. I haven't seen anything pop up. Oh, that one actually just popped up. That was new. Let's go ahead and accept it. Is it going to cancel? Oh, sweet. 73, we can do it. Okay, where's 73 at? Right over there. Oh, that's the one we planted. Fantastic. So we could probably just, yeah, probably head across over to here. Actually, cut all the way down and then just down to it. That's going to be the fastest way versus trying to cut across that. So yeah, head all the way down there. We'll take care of that. Now, one thing, our grass here at least is ready to harvest. Ours that we planted is not quite ready, but everything else is doing good. Things are starting to grow, so it looks like everything's germinated. And again, I have weeds off, so we're not going to see weeds pop up, just to kind of help keep it a little bit simpler. Now, a couple of comments I want to mention as we're going to probably go mow here. I'm just going to park you right here. We have 2 tractors that can do the jobs we need to do, so we're just going to park you in here for now. All right, so a couple of comments I want to mention. So first off, Polar Bear commented saying you should put oilseed radish in over the winter months. That's definitely what we're going to try to do this year after we get everything off the field. We're trying to plant some oilseed radish. WD Bullseye asked if I would do a Kloss farm, just Kloss. I probably won't, just for the sake of I like to use different equipment, but I definitely try to use some more Kloss equipment or Kloss equipment. So I'm definitely willing to do that for sure. So we are going to try to use some more Kloss equipment in this for WD Bullseye. Doc Ferry did comment saying we should add in the milling machine and the service pickup. I used both of those. Well, I use the milling machine all the time, and I use the service pickup on previous gameplay. So I'm going to try to go without them on this. Those are two of my go-to mods that I love to death, but I'm going to try to go without them on this just to kind of change it up a little bit and make it a little bit more difficult. A lot of you have commented, well, not a lot, I guess, but a few of you have commented about about precision farming, and if I should add that on here. Well, not that I should. You guys have said that I should add it on here. I'm not going to add it on this series because the goal of this is it's the Back to Basics series. So I'm trying to keep it simplified. I know Seasons add some complexities to it, but I don't want to make it super complex. So it kind of defeats the purpose of it being laid back and easier for me. Will I ever do a Seasons and precision farming series? Probably. I will probably do in one of my next series that I do. I'll probably do precision farming on that one, just to run that one alone and just kind of base game. Mostly just to kind of show that mod off a little bit more and do a little bit more with it and learn how to use it more, because that's kind of how you do. I know I did a couple of videos on the precision farming DLC, but the main way to go about it is just kind of doing. So yeah, and I didn't do a whole lot. I know we had a couple of days down here in game where I didn't do a lot in spring here, but that's okay. I'm not here to do a ton of stuff. There's a few forestry kind of jobs I want to do. Maybe take out some of those trees. I want to clear out that island and that field right there. But it's not a priority. It's not like it has to get done. So we're just kind of working with it, what we got going on and everything like that. And we're not doing lime. If you guys didn't remember that, we turned lime off because if you limed a field, it would fertilize it completely, all 3 states. So we're not going to run lime on this series just because of that reason. Yeah, so, and then JT Tilly123 said we should add in the Modern Classics pack as they are UK tractors, and that is for all platforms, so I'll probably add that one in. I actually kind of want to do that. And I want to say a big thank you to Neil as well. Neil H, you have left so many comments that have been very helpful on my Chellington videos and my other videos, so please keep it up. I've learned a lot from your comments, so you sound like you have really good knowledge of the game. And these darn tailgating cars. Anyhow, I appreciate you, so thank you. Ryan commented as well that the reset point is by, oh geez, what did I hit there? Oh, I hit a farm, or not a farm, I hit a tree. I almost hit a farm, I guess. Ryan commented saying that the reset point is by the farm, and I did learn that the hard way, and it kind of makes sense. That's how Sandy Bay was, and that's in our Chellington David map. So you could buy something at the store and then reset it back at the farm. Am I going to do that? No, because I think part of the fun is to have the logistics to make sure you're going to go pick stuff up as you need to and everything like that. But I went to go pick up our front loader, and it somehow got like jammed into our Massey. We have a Massey, yeah, it's a Massey, not a case. So it got kind of jammed in there, and I couldn't get it off. So I was like, oh, I'll just reset the tractor, and then I'll just hook it back up. And I reset the tractor, and I was because I thought it was going to be at the store, and I forgot that that's how Chellington David's maps are. And then it was all the way back up at the farm, so I had to drive it back down again. But it's fine. But yeah, those are just a couple of comments I wanted to mention. So, sorry, my throat's killing me today a little bit. I'm not sick, but it just sometimes if it's just early enough in the morning, which it's 10:30 in the morning, it's not really early in the morning, but sometimes my throat gets me a little bit. I love the road being slightly flooded over here. Gosh, that's so cool. So many cool features on this map, really. It's a shame it had to get removed from the mod hub. Well, it's a shame that Giants did what they did and Chellington David did what he did, but regardless, I support Chellington David. He's a fantastic modder, and let's try to, I think the entrance to the field, technically speaking, is up this way. Probably a good thing they brought this little tractor. Oh, geez. Can actually kind of fit at least a little bit better. Come on, get off of that fence. All right, a little bit difficult, but yeah, so I'll get this field fertilized, and then probably what you're going to see next is just going to be me mowing. I think I'm going to go ahead and, after I get this one done, because I'll probably just do this by hand because it's not going to take too long, especially at this fertilizer spreader. So I'll knock out this contract real quick, and then I will probably have you guys just watch a nice little chillaxed, sorry I used that word, but a nice relaxed time lapse of me doing some mowing. But again, we are going to do silage, so we might also want to look into purchasing a windrower or something. I'm just kind of thinking about now because I don't really want to bale the entire field, but we can look at some of that stuff. Maybe we'll lease a windrower for now. Oh good, that opens that way. I guess if it opened out it wouldn't really work, so it makes sense. It has to kind of open that way. Okay, here we go. So yeah, I'll get this guy fertilized, and then we should be able to finish out that contract right there, which appears you can do fertilizing contracts as long as there's only one up there. So I'll get that knocked out, and then you guys can enjoy a nice mowing time lapse, and I'll bring you guys back in after that. Alright, welcome back everyone. So, got that taken care of. That's all mowed up, good to go. Doesn't really matter where we put this. And I need to remember too, we have an engine upgrade that's available for this tractor and for our Massey, which is parked down by the chickens. Which I think we're going to switch to the Massey for what we're doing next because it's just got more horsepower on it. So we're going to go grab that. And I think we're going to lease a tedder. We're going to need to make some more purchases, but we're going to make it back on our silage. Our carrots are growing. They look great. Very excited about the carrots. Yeah, whatever, chickens. How are the chickens doing? Great. Just reproducing like madmen. Yeah, 296 of them is a lot. So, how are these guys doing? Mature? They're not old or anything yet. I know the Cornish crosses don't live that long. I think we'll just go ahead and set this front loader attachment in here. Might as well set that down there, but yeah. So hopefully you guys are still enjoying the series, the time lapses that are occasional in them and everything else like that. But yeah, so let's go ahead and head into the store. We're gonna need to get some more money, so we're probably gonna have to take out a little bit more of a loan. I know I'm trying not to do, but there's just a lot of stuff we need to get right off the bat that we need to get going. So once we get all that stuff though, we'll be good to go. So, and I don't think we have anything really we should sell. I probably should hold on to everything we got. So harvester's debatable whether we should sell it. I mean, we have a huge harvest and I don't really want to work on trying to buy one of those later, so we're going to hold on to it, but we probably could have sold it right off the bat and had that money available to us. But anyhow, let's go into the store here. Let's actually go to our bank here. So let's go ahead and we'll just go up to 70,000 for now, and we'll probably be able to immediately pay some of that off. So first off, we already talked about this, but we're going to buy the Ursus because it's pretty cheap. It's not too bad to buy. We're going to get the multi. How much is that? 39,000 to buy? We don't really want to buy that if we can avoid it. How many? 12 bales, 8 bales. Yeah, I mean, we'll probably end up leasing one of those, but yeah, let's get this guy. Customize. Foil, we'll do, ooh, blue for Farmer Cup. That'll be kind of fun. I don't know. All right, there we go. We'll buy that guy. 8,200 bucks, not too bad. So, windrowers is another thing we need to look at. So let's go to windrowers. How much is it to lease that? 3,100 bucks. Oh. I think it'll be worth it. It'll be so much faster to get it done with that. So let's just go ahead and lease that. Yes, I know, 3,100 bucks. So that'll get paid off pretty quick though, because we probably have a lot of silage out there. So let's go pick that up. Yeah, I know. 3,100 bucks seems like a lot, but we can get going on this. We might end up. Ooh, what are we doing back there? We might end up bailing in the next episode. But actually, let's actually do this here. Let's load in to the store, and here from current waypoint, drive course. Stop, driver. What are you doing? Stop. What are you doing? No. What are you doing? Okay, let's do. Yeah, it starts over here. I'll say it's the right course. Okay, let's have you just start at the first one, since that's, for whatever reason, being very weird. Okay. Do anything crazy? Nope. Okay, beautiful. And then we'll get the New Holland. We'll leave the front weight on it. Doesn't really matter. But we want you to. Or let's go to here. You're also going to go to the store. You're going to pick up the wrapper. We can get it back here. And yep, there we go. Okay, we'll go to here. From the first waypoint, since that's apparently what needs to happen. All right, you start heading that way, and then. Okay, everyone's driving, so that's good news. We'll hop in this guy. Yep, everyone's driving. That's good news. We're doing good. So yeah, we'll get that stuff back to the farm. I'm trying to think as far as this episode goes. I'm probably gonna bail first thing next episode. That'll probably be what ends up happening. But if we can get it windrowed, we might even windrow next. No, we have time to windrow. I'll probably windrow with you guys in. But yeah, let me get that stuff back to the farm, and then I'll bring you guys back in after that. All right, we're back up here. Let's go ahead and get this baby rolling. See how this is gonna go. Ooh, that's not great. Hopefully that has to do with the terrain more than anything else, because that's not great. We may hold on to this just as a piece of equipment while we make sure we can get it all baled up, but yeah, that's not, oh, that doesn't look good. If I remember correctly, now that I'm thinking back to it, this one has issues. If it overloads, it won't. Ugh, we'll probably have to go over it twice. That's okay. That is okay. And now it's doing fine up here, but I think that's because it's not overloaded. Maybe it was the hill. It could be the hill. I don't know. It's still doing it occasionally here, but we'll see how it goes. But so far, it's going good here. At least mostly. But yeah, that'll be a lot easier to build those, I think, than the other way. So yeah, and again, next episode, we'll get them all baled up and get them started to ferment. So hopefully we can start making some cash off of some stuff going on the farm finally. I know we made a little bit off of our barley harvest, but that was kind of pre-seasons anyways. But that gave us a little bit of a boost to get going. I probably can pay back 20 grand off for a loan, which actually, let's go ahead and do that real quick. Yep, so down to 50,000, which is not too bad. If we go in the negative, I'll just bump up the loan a little bit more. Again, it's more like a line of credit type thing, so we need it, we can get it. If we don't need it, then we don't need to take it. But so far, so good. Yeah, but I'm going to keep going with this series. I'm really enjoying it. I mean, honestly, this has just been an absolute boatload of fun playing on this map. Not playing on this game, but I mean, that too. But that's been the case before this map came out. But yeah, it seems like a lot of you guys are really interested in the series, and a lot of you have been watching it, which is awesome. If we keep that up, I'll keep the series going for longer, I think. So hopefully we can keep the views up and keep going that way. But again, some people don't like long series, and that's fine. Nothing wrong with that. And again, Willamina Forest is going to wrap up within the next couple of weeks, probably. So I'll probably do another series in place of that. I got a couple ideas, and Crashing's not one of them. Well, it'll probably happen on whatever series I play on. But I've got a couple of ideas for a couple of new series, a couple different maps and stuff that I've been looking at. So we will see what happens, but yeah, it just kind of all depends. And we'll just kind of have to see where it goes from there and everything like that. So we'll keep going and keep doing what we got to do, but it's all going well, I think. And there's multiple types of grass. I believe this is... Oh, geez. Getting caught up in the window. What, tell me? No, it's not. Just going to tell me that there's grass planted here, which is fine. This is like the super wet grass. So on Oxygen David's map here, there is 4 types of grass, whereas in the season, there's normally 3. So there'll normally be wet grass, semi-wet grass, and then hay, essentially. So I believe this one has an extra one that's like wet grass, grass, semi-dry grass, and then hay, I believe. Excuse me, or at least something to that effect. And you can do it. This guy, we might... I think after harvest, there's so much stuff I'm going to want to upgrade and get going again, but we need to focus on getting some of the stuff upgraded first, which I'm going to make sure I do, but... and again, little bits like this I can always get with the baler. It's not that big of a deal, so I'm not too worried about that. As long as we get most of it windrowed up. Because most of these, like the rows down here, are going to be fine. I mean, this hill is a little bit wild here, so the hill makes it a little bit more tricky to get some of the stuff done on this one, but we might as well use the grass while it's here, and then next episode, hopefully that field there will be ready to cut as well, so hopefully we can get that cut, but it'll kind of depend, so we'll see. Get that going there, but, oh, no, I thought I lifted you up. Oh, I did. It just took a long time to lift up. There we go. Beautiful. It's not as much down here as I thought there was going to be, but again, this isn't like an actual grass field, so it's not going to get as much as we're going to get off of that field, but I'm hoping we'll get at least enough. I'm sure we will. Even if we get 10 bales off of this, that'll be 40,000 liters of silage. 40,000 liters of silage, it's 40 times... What is the price for silage in this? Right here, let's go over here. Oh, geez. Where's the BGA at on here? Biogas plants. Where you at? There you are. It's probably our best bet for silage, but we can. I guess we should probably just go down here and do one of these. Oh, 270. Okay, so it's a little bit lower, but yeah, that is going to be our best price for silage. So if I do the quick math here, if we get 40,000 liters times that, we'll get about 10 grand, which will pay for everything we have, which will break even, but we'll now have equipment. Obviously, we won't have the windrower, I guess I should say, but we'll have the wrapper, which would be great. So, yeah, and then plus that field there, I mean, we should be fine. Maybe we won't get quite that many bales off, but we'll just kind of have to, and all you can do is just go for it and see kind of what happens. So that's what we will end up doing. But I think for now, I'm going to wrap up the episode here, guys. I hope you guys did enjoy. I enjoyed playing on here. And if you missed the live stream, feel free to go watch that. And if you don't care about live streams, then don't feel free to watch that. Well, or I don't know, but you don't have to watch it. That's what I'm trying to say. Oh, anyhow. All right, guys, this has been Farmer Cop. If you guys enjoyed this video, drop a like down below. If you haven't already, hit that subscribe button up on your screen to join the Farmer Cop channel. Turn on your notification bell so you don't miss any future videos I may post. Again, this has been Farmer Cop. Thank you all so much for coming and watching.